Hey guys, so I just wanted to share today a little bit about what it looks like working from home when you struggle with chronic pain or chronic illness, and just some of the different tweaks and things that you can do to still feel like you can get things done even if you're not feeling your best. So number one, all of my clients that meet with me are used to seeing me either sitting outside in the sun in the fresh air, or quite often they're seeing me from this exact angle because I work a lot of the time out of bed. I do have severe spinal stenosis, so I prop myself up with my pillows, and I have my tea and my blanket and I have my lap desk over here. And so that's just something that, I think we need to normalize, that sometimes we all have to use different things to make things more accessible for us. And so along with brain retraining, I'm always a big proponent of saying this isn't going to, magically cure and put everyone to 1,000% health. We age. It's a part of our lives as we age, and we can't keep looking for like this fountain of youth that doesn't necessarily exist. But we should be taking steps every day to focus on healing and positive attitude. And so when we're thinking about limbic system retraining, the way I like to look at it is, talking to different people, especially in like pain or illness support groups, right? You have people who have been really stuck in that pain cycle for a long time. They can't see any other alternative, and they feel like they're just giving up. They're so desperate, they can't see past the pain. That's all they can see, that's all they can focus on. Versus when you start doing limbic system retraining and living a values-driven life and following acceptance and commitment therapy goals and mindfulness goals, you start to see that you are separate from your pain. Your pain is a phenomenon that is related to inflammation and nerves and the way that your brain processes pain, but it doesn't have to be permanent. It doesn't have to take up your entire perception of how your day goes. You start to be able to have a more fluid view that pain can come and go, and you start to think about ways to say, I still want to live the life that I want to live, whether that is activities we enjoy, or time with family, or work, or things that we need to do. And so then you also feel that it's not a shameful or a scary thing to have to modify your activities. It's more about, wow, I'm so glad I can still do this activity even if I need a modification. So an example of that would be, again, like I'm not embarrassed that I sit and work out of bed because I still get to work and I'm blessed with that. Or if I'm going on a walk with my family at the zoo or the park, I'm going to sit down every time I see a bench. I'm going to give myself a little break because pain is just a part of my life, but it doesn't have to control my life or be, something that overpowers every moment of my day. But I wanted to come on here and talk about that because I have a lot of friends, I have some clients right now who are debating, do I use the walker or do I use the rollator or the wheelchair? People with POTS, people with EDS or hypermobility. And there's this thought of either embarrassment or shame, or is that giving up? But what I really wanted to normalize and say is it's not giving up. It's actually quite the opposite. It's the idea that you're using a tool that is allowing you, despite pain or limitation, to live the life you want to live and do these activities you want to do that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise. And so I think we should take away that shame and stigma from accessibility and from using tools to help us to be able to do things we need to do. Same with if you have to wear a brace or if you have to have a service animal with you. A lot of people will use that as a barrier of not wanting to go anywhere and be seen. But really, you're setting this shining example of what it's like to thrive despite having illness or pain, and to say, I'm still going to go out and do things that are important and meaningful to me. So I just wanted to jump on. I know it's just a short video today, but just to give some insight into what my day looks like, and then to just explain a little bit about why I think that's so important. Thanks for listening, and thanks so much for always coming back and leaving your comments and exploring how we process this life together.